Great. So,
And we're recording, so we're ready to go. Oh my God, 1K Monty's on here.
uh-oh, look out, look out. Well, welcome, everybody. It is high noon here on the West Coast, or whatever time it is where you happen to be. We want to welcome you to our AMAs. The amazing Robert Hollis is here to answer your question, and we call it AMAs because it is called Ask Me Anything. Simple as that. So if you have a question, please, if you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and type Q or question before your question, and then type your question in on Facebook. Very simple to do, and we will ask it on your behalf. You can also join us on Zoom by going to roberthollis.com/AMA. That's very simple. You'll join us there. Now, on Zoom, you can ask Robert questions in two ways. The first is similar to what I said for those of you watching on Facebook. Go ahead and type your question in the Zoom chat, and we will ask it on your behalf. Or if you would like, which we would love to hear you do, chat with Robert directly, and it's very simple. If you have a question, put your cursor in the middle of this window where you see all the videos, then click on the reactions button, click on the raise hand button, and it will notify us that you have a question or want to share something with Robert, and we will bring you on board to talk directly with Robert. It's that
$3 million.
So without further ado, Robert, I'm going to pass it over to you while I finish up with what's happening with my computer.
Sure.
So that we can get started. I'm going to ask Matt to step in while I get everything all squared away, but I want to let everybody know we are so happy and grateful to have you with us. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Hollis.
You definitely know Craig's got the settings set right for his computer. It just went out, Craig. It just Craig's got so much energy that he's not a friend of electronics. We gotta fix the electronics so it works for him. But Craig, thank you so much for being an amazing host, and we'll see you back on here in a little bit. So hello, everyone. Thank you, Craig, for the introduction. I hope every one of you are having a wonderful and blessed day. And I don't know if you guys are feeling a little difference in my videos in the last couple of weeks. I'm telling you what, you guys are about ready to see phase one, me leading by example more than I ever have. And, you know, it just becomes a place where my mentor used to say this to me all the time. And I think that you guys will really, really appreciate this before we get into the Ask Me Anything, is he used to say, and this is my mentor. So I don't think I'd ever do that to you guys, what I'm about ready to say that he would do with me. So he would always say these statements: if it's to be, it's up to me. And every time that I felt like I needed something, he would say, you're elected. So if I needed anything, if I needed a video, or I wish somebody would do this, or I wish somebody would do this, or if I only had this, if I had this, he would constantly say, well, you're elected. And so it's not fun being a leader. It's not fun, just like everything in life is not fun. And, you know, this week, the videos that I covered, you know, having to do, you know, how to set your goals and realization. How many of you really, really understand, if you haven't seen those videos, if you haven't watched those videos, that if you don't have a clear vision inspires success in others now. If you don't have a clear vision and go through the emotional experiences that you and others are going to have when you achieve this emotional event, when you realize that, Do you guys understand? And listen closely. There's a statement that you read in Science of Getting Rich and also Think and Grow Rich. And a lot of people miss it. I remember hearing it for the first time. I missed it. All right. And so this, you got, first of all, it's the law of, every time I bring it up, I got to remember this, but it's, is that everything in the world, when you really look at it, everything that, you know, if you want to be fulfilled, you want to be happy, you want to be wealthy, you want all these things, it's really simple. All you got to do is look what everybody else is doing and do the exact opposite. So see, everybody believes that you have to have before you can do. And then you're going to be something. Example, this is me before I met my mentor. If only I had money. If only I had money, then I could do the things like advertise, hire employees, and then I would be wealthy. Are you guys get out? So if only I had a partner, if only I had a partner that loved and adored me, you know, if only that would happen, then once I have that, then I would be happy. If only I had parents, if only I had a family, if only I had someone that would encourage me, if only I had people that would help me, if only I had an upline that could help me. You see what I mean? If only the company had the right products at the right time. If only this happened, if only that would happen, then I could do what I'm supposed to do. You guys catch that? It's like, you know, I could easily connect with people and get people excited if only someone like Monty was available for me to be on a three-way with me or be on a Zoom for me. If that was only there, then I would do, and then I would be happy. I would be successful. And so when I really understood, until I had a clear vision of something that I was going to believe in, that caused that realization of me to be, then everything. So I never thought that the be came first, that I had to be excited. Do you guys get this? It's like, well, Robert, if I had your money, I would definitely be excited. If you seen me 36 years ago, and I realized in a blink of an eye that I not only had someone that believed in me, but I had someone that was making a lot of money, and I had someone that had taught other people how to make money. He had a freaking flip book of people that had pictures of him with a copy of their check. And all of them were over $10,000. So he's like, Robert, I made 62,000. And then I helped this person, Sherry, make 10 grand. And I helped Lori make 10 grand. And I made Mark 10 grand. Yeah, Mark Aceta. I helped Ricky make 10 grand. I had Rich that made 10 grand. He had all these stories of people that he showed how to make over $10,000. Not in their lifetime, in their very first month. So he said, Robert, I did it. I taught these guys to do it. I can teach you to do it. So I had someone that was proven, documented, that had documented that he helped other people. Now he was saying that I knew how to do it. And now he's going to help me do that. That's when my whole life changed. I say this all the time, you guys, and listen to this. I really, truly feel sorry for people. I really do. Because me being hurt and put on workman's comp and feeling like I had no identity, I didn't have a way to take care of my family. So I take my now wife and send her back to Montana, and I'm in California all alone with no electricity. My oldest son, they'll be 41 on the 6th of April. He's living with my ex, his mother. I got the repo man chasing me around, being evicted from my apartment, sitting in my apartment in the dark with no money. I pray to God that all of you don't wait till that point for you to realize that you should just listen to somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. So see, I was lucky. I was so desperate. I looked at being hurt on the job and on workman's comp at that time as the worst curse in my life, to the point where I didn't want to be here anymore. And all I didn't get an owner's manual. Did you guys get an owner's manual? I didn't get an owner's manual. So all I did is do what other people did around me. For some of you that know my story, that's in both of my books, and you can get it by going to roberthollis.com/free. And how is that working? I read it in 2012. And it's like, when people read my book and they find out my childhood, it's like, not only didn't I have an owner's manual, but I was raised by foster families. So every couple of years or every 9-10 months, I'm in a new family, and they're doing the same thing. I grew up in a society, you guys, where education was not important. I worked around farmers. I worked around ranchers. They were a jack of all trades. You couldn't afford to have somebody work on your stuff. So you were a welder, you were a fabricator, you were a mechanic, you were a diesel mechanic, you knew how to do tires, you knew how to do electricity, you knew how to do plumbing, you knew how to do framing and construction, you knew how to run equipment, heavy equipment. Do you guys know anyone that's a jack of all trades and a master of none? That was the people I hung around. And for fun, I hung around a group of people that on weekends put really big motors in small cars and called it drag racing. So you work your butt off all week so you can go someplace for the weekend. So when I got in this industry, I learned to weld from someone that knew how to weld. Everything that I shared with you, I watched somebody else do. And never while I watched them. Hang on a second. Yeah. Are you sure this is the way it's done? Not once. Oh, by the way, I went on YouTube and I found another coach and I'm learning from somebody else, and that's not the way they do it. Man, I am so blessed, and I thank God every day, a number of times a day, that I'm not where you guys are. I feel sorry for you guys. I really do. Because you have so many distractions and so many people telling you so much stuff. So I looked at my mentor and I said, I believe in you. Tell me what to do. He goes, Robert, you got to get excited about what if you made 62 grand, what would you do? Pay off my debt. pay off my debt. Then what? I need to fly to Montana and ask my girlfriend to forgive me. See if she'll marry me. Then what? She needs a nice car. Then what? She needs a nice home. Then what? And I had all this realization. And he said, if you do what I say, it'll happen so fast, it'll blow your mind. So I had to get excited that it could happen, which I was. Second thing, I needed to talk to as many people as I could, as fast as I could. Because he already told me a majority of the people are going to say you're nuts. So you got to talk to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Ask them to do you a huge favor and ask them if they know anyone that needs to make extra money right now. If anyone's interested in making six figures, an additional six figures their first year. Then get their phone number, set up an appointment, and show them my video. Robert, you get that video seen 70 times in your first 30 days, and you're financially done. You'll make over 10 grand. And that's exactly what happened 36 years ago. And I'm still doing the same thing today. So the blessings for me is when my mentor said, Robert, I think you got a little bit of stinking thinking. I think that you have, I don't think that you feel worthy. I don't think that you feel like you're enough. If you were open to something, would you be interested in learning how to change that mindset so that you would feel worthy, that you would feel like enough, and that you would start attracting people? Because ladies and gentlemen, I was so focused on the things that were going to happen in the future in my life, and I was so excited. I now know that a majority of the people got in business with me because they just went, oh my God, this freaking guy is going to do it. This guy is, you see how excited he is? He's going to go there. So when you have a very clear, very, very, very clear vision of what you're going to become, that's when your conversations are different. That's when your connections are different. That's when the people that you find are different. All of a sudden you find people, man, I'm the person, I want to make extra money. All of a sudden, all the magic happens because you learn to be first. You learn to be excited. You learn to be that way. And so what do you think is the first thing that you need to help people with? So you connect with them, you get them to become a free affiliate. They watch the short video, Steps to Success and Freedom. Wow, the title pretty much says what you want them to see, right? It's like, so the very next thing is say, hey, listen, congratulations on being an affiliate. Can we do a Zoom? Jump on there and connect with people and find out, like my mentor did to me. Robert, tell me what you need. What's your magic number? How much money do you need to make? And then show me how to make that happen. You guys got that? So if people are not doing anything, if people are not showing up, if people are not connecting with people, it's because they don't have a reason why to do it. They don't want to be salespeople. They don't want to sell stuff. So there, that's my opening. And I think, Craig, were you sending me a message saying, are you in there again?
I'm actually here, so
okay.
I can go ahead and do everything through here. I've just asked Matthew if he would share some of the questions in the in Facebook Messenger, the ones that are coming in through through Zoom. So, but we are ready to go.
All right,
I'm
Craig, take it
I'm
away.
excited. All right, fantastic. Robert, bless you. Thank you so much. And I hope everybody got that message. You know, it's all about getting out there and doing it. And let's do this. Let's definitely do this. So I see we have a couple of hands raised and a couple of questions to be asked. So this is what Ask Me Anything is all about. So let's get started. I see Bill Shoemaker and John Tier with their hands raised, and we'll have a question coming up as well. So Bill, why don't you go ahead and kick it off? Please unmute yourself and share with us.
Hey, Craig, did you get dressed so fast that you just have the Elvis collar?
Bill, let me see if I can get to Bill. Hold on a second.
I did it.
There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
Good.
I couldn't get in. Thank you, Craig.
I'm helping you.
Appreciate that.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Craig, for all you do, brother. And Robert, you know, you just touch my heart. You really do. And,
Thank you.
Hey, check this out. I did a whole month of Saturdays, and thank you, Corky, for reminding me. This is my Corky Mary calendar. I put stars on there now because Mary put stars on there, and I think you get stars when you were in school.
I'm proud of you, Bill.
Well, I'm working on it. You know, I have a really thick head, and I just wanted to apologize for, you know, all you've shown me what to do and me not being able to follow through on that. But today I drew a line in the sand because, you know, you got me emotionally on your new videos. Thank you for that, by the way. Those are incredible. And you touched my heart, and I could just see it, especially when you were talking about your son, you know. That's
thank you.
right. I mean, what's more important than your children, right? And
right.
That's where my heart's coming from too. So I'm done screwing around. I'm telling you right now. It just took a lot to get through this thick skull of mine. So anyway, so you got new videos, and should we be sharing them like are just steps to success?
Not yet. Not yet. Let me knock out the rest of them. I'm going to do my best in the next couple of days to knock them out. But what I'm putting together is what I was taught to do in other companies, which is putting together a 7-step effective presentation. The definition of a presentation, Bill, is handling every objection they have before they bring up the question. And so a lot of people that are presenting today are talking about, let me tell you how great I am. Let me tell you how great my company is. Let me tell you how great my products are. Let me tell you how great my compensation plan is. Let me tell you how great my training is. Let me tell you how great my tech is. Those are no different than look at my mansion, look at my Rolls Royce, look at my airplane. All of this stuff is really cool stuff, but people are saying like, what about me? What about me? So you guys are going to see a lot of my presentations moving forward, including the way I open this Zoom today, is going to be about inspiring people and giving them hope and making them feel something, Bill, making them feel something like, my God, this is so simple and easy. I can do it. And there's just so many people right now that are all about the hype and the lifestyle, and they're just not really. So then they think that they need to train people. Not a person on this video, live or recorded, people watching the replay. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. There's never been a training that has motivated you to do anything. Because if trainings work, right after the training was finished, you would see a spike in volume. So if Monty was going to do a training and I told everybody, go see Monty's training, and after the training, Monty got done and I sing, ding, 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 sell, person come in, person come in. then we would go, wow, that training works. So how many of you have actually listened to something and did get motivated to work? Was it a training or were you inspired?
Mm.
Someone was sharing their heart and saying, listen, I believe in the process. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to do all the little steps as simple as possible. Bill, another thing that I was sharing with people, I don't think that if again, here's a phrase that I love saying is I can help every one of you that are watching this video live or recorded. I can help every one of you get everything that you ever want in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You just truly don't know what you want. You truly don't know what you want. If I asked you, show me, tell me, and I want you to make me emotional. I want you to touch my heart. I want you to see if you can't share with me what your life is going to be 3 years from now. And I want it to touch me. You guys hearing that? So when you hear stories of people that came from bad backgrounds and then they met a mentor like I did, and thank God for that mentor. Do you guys understand that I wasn't interested in learning anything about anything from anybody but him? He's the only person that really cared. Really, sort of my first two fathers or two, one was a billionaire and one was a millionaire mentor. They're the only couple of people in my whole entire life that said, you know what, Robert, you can do this. You're going to be freaking awesome at this. And I went, really? Yes, just keep it simple. So the other thing, and the filter that's got to go through your mind, Bill, is how fast you can duplicate. And I've been tearing apart all my leather journals and even my first notebook that I got 36 years ago. This was from my first inspiration. I'm not even going to say training anymore. But being in front of Bill and writing down the stuff that he told me that inspired me, you know, so he's like said, hey, Robert, you know, tell me the things that you got in your dream circle. I don't want to get my car taken away. Dude, that ain't touching me. That ain't doing it for me. Well, I'd like to get my electricity turned back on. That ain't doing it. What do you really, really want? I want my son and my girlfriend back. I want to get my son back and I want to get my girlfriend back. And I'm going to make sure that I get on a knee the second I see her. I'm going to ask her to marry me. And I hope she says yes. Yeah, that's what I want. All right, Robert, that touched me. Let's fricking get to work. And when he got me to finally tell him what I wanted, you guys, do you think that I was bothered by people telling me that they thought I was in a scam? Do you think I was hurt when people told me to get away from them? Ran through them like hot knife through butter, man. Sorted them so freaking fast. It made them feel like I was fear of loss in them. Hey, listen, could you do me a favor? What? Forget it. Forget it. Have a great day. Turn around, start walking off. Robert, what? What's up? I asked you to do me a huge favor and you responded like that. I really thought we had a better friendship with that than that. F off. And it was amazing. It would take like 4 or 5 minutes and then they would call me back or come back and they'd go, dude, I'm really sorry. I just thought if I asked you that same question, you would say yes. You wouldn't even ask what the hell it was. I'm sorry. Because they could feel me, not hear me. So if you guys are not passionate about what you're going to create 3 years from now, you're not going to attract the people in the group that you need to make it happen. People do not want to follow a bunch of part-time people making a couple of $100 selling crap. Well, how's that inspiring? Inspiring is, I just had a guy that just recently reached out to me and he goes, Robert, I was looking at some of your posts. And he said, did you knock out like 500K in like 6-7 months? I said, I think it was 7 or 8 months. Jeez. That, holy cow. He's like, how many super affiliates are in the company? Qualified super affiliates like this month? So I'll leave it right there. Hey, you guys, don't you guys know that Josh Swagel does a call at the beginning of every month? You know, someone sent me a message they're excited to see, and you guys are going to see certain groups are having rank advancements and others are not. That means that you're not teaching your people how to make money. You're just making money. How many people would like 20 people, 30 people underneath them that are all getting rank advances? If what you're doing is not getting your people rank advancements, then maybe you should redo what you're doing. See, you just getting rank advancements, you just getting a check. And I know what most of you are thinking. You're thinking, well, I didn't find the right people. No, maybe you're not inspiring them. Maybe you haven't had a Zoom with them to encourage them that they could do this by doing some simple little things, not learning everything. So thank you, Bill. I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you too, Robert. Yeah, I had a signed up with a free affiliate last night. He was in the hospital after he watched your steps to success. But he said something. He goes, I told him about you and that he wanted to sell me on his deal, of course. But anyway, so he said, I told him that I'm following what Robert Hollis does. And he goes, well, I don't want anybody telling me what to do. And I go, well, let me know when you're ready to learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I keep saying, you're right on, Bill. I said that to another guy just recently, as I said, maybe I brought this up at a training. I'm doing so many Zooms every day. I forget if I shared this in a training. There's a like Wall Street and like Boiler Room. There's always this little thing where in Boiler Room, Ben Affleck has all these people that are in the conference room. And he says, how many of you have this Q2 license for trading and stuff like that? Raise your hand. And they raised their hands and he said, get the F out of here. And people were looking at him and going, why? These guys already have their Series 6 license. Why would you kick them out of here? He said they already learned from somebody else on how to do this business wrong. They're not coachable. They already think they know everything because they got a license. The worst kind of success is a little. I can't mentor people that know everything. And if you don't believe them, just ask them. They'll tell you they know everything. Look at their Facebook posts. Look at their trainings. Look at everything. They're telling everybody they already know that they know everything. Ask yourself this question, you guys. when I share with you what I know works in this business, aren't I always giving credit to the people that shared it with me? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I say, hey, this is what my mentors taught me to do 36 years ago. And when they taught me to do it, I wasn't a one-hit wonder. I've done it 7 times. And people are like, screw that stuff. You know, I'm learning from so-and-so, and I'm learning from so-and-so. And I'm going like, you have anybody in your group making a full-time check? Nope. So you're just playing with this. What? Come on, you're not a leader. You can't teach one person in your group how to get a ring? I'm telling them what to do. There's the problem. Stop telling them. Show them. Show them something simple they can duplicate where they're looking at it and going, wait a minute, is that all you're doing? People don't care what you know unless they know that you care. So you're connecting with someone. You guys, I might be changing something and you guys are hearing it first. I'm thinking about connecting with people on a Zoom before I ask them to be a free affiliate. I'm gonna move up my connection. I think people are sick and tired of getting texts and Facebook messages, social media. Can you imagine if you said, hey, listen, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a little bit to get to know you a little more, connect with you a little more, and see if there's any way that I can help you get some stuff that you need. In fact, most people don't even know what they want. Maybe I can help you with that. So thank you, Bill.
Thank you, brother. And hey, thank you for feeling sorry for us. You don't have to do it now.
Yeah. It's watching people struggle is not that really honestly is my pet peeve. If anybody ever said, Robert, what you know, and I know you guys have heard this. Thanks for bringing it up, Bill. But you know what I love most about this profession? More than anything in the world, the thing I love most about this profession is you. I freaking love people. I just love people. Do you know what the worst thing about this profession is? People. There's nothing worse in the world than go, hey, let me show you how to break this board. And you show them the stance, you get them in the mindset, you show them how to move their body. No, thanks. No, not interested. No, come on, man, you can do it. You know, we're not only talking about a whole generation of quiet quitters. Guess what right now is not going up? 2 things that blew me away. The younger generation are not even interested in having kids, but they're not really interested in a relationship either. So you know what the other biggest decline of new people are? Is people are not even inspired or motivated to get a driver's license. Why? There's Uber. I'm still living at home. I can get my parents to take me anywhere I need to go. I don't need to get a driver's license. That sounds spooky and scary to me. It sounds like I'd have to focus and actually study to pass a test. It would mean that I would have to consistently drive on a daily basis to put in 40 hours. And I can't imagine being offended having someone tell me exactly how to drive a car. That's sort of offensive. So someone telling me, open the door. How dare you tell me what to do? Okay, would you please, you want to drive, right? You get it. Please open up the door. Okay. Now what? Can you adjust the seat and the steering wheel? Do you have to do it with that tone? I don't really like your tone. That's why sometimes I want to give up on this industry, because I pour my heart out and my energy out to share people little steps that they got to do. And they don't want to open the door. They don't want to adjust their seat in the steering wheel. They don't want to put on their seatbelt, because you're actually telling me to do things in a certain way. I don't want to do things in a certain way. This is the only way I know how to do it. I've helped 66 people make $1 million in commissions, and I've helped millions of people all over the world get an extra payday. I don't know any other way of telling you to do this. I was showing how to drive, and then I learned how to drive, and then I learned how to drive really good. And some people in the world call me a master now. I know how to drive multiple vehicles. You know, in my industry, when someone gets 6 world championships, like a Jimmy Johnson or a Richard Petty or a Dale Earnhardt, they're called a legend. If they get 6 or 7 of these in basketball or football, they're called a GOAT. Greatest of all time. If they got an Emmy, an Oscar, an EGOT. You know, it's hard to say when someone steps up on stage and they got all these Grammys or got all these Oscars. It's hard to say, you know what? I don't think you know what the hell you're doing. And I just don't know, you guys. I'm honestly perplexed by this, that people would just not want to listen to people that have already done it. It's mind-boggling to me. So they just keep learning and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning and getting new books and getting new courses and learning from new people. And they don't believe that they can do that either. So, so I love you, Bill. You really opened up a can of worms. You usually do.
Love you, brother. Yeah.
And I love you. I know each and every one of you can do this if you would just believe that you can. And again, I say to you guys that, you know, I feel sorry for you, because I was smart enough to put people in front of somebody else that could inspire them and give them hope and get them to believe that they could do it. And nowadays, people think that that's putting people in front of a presentation to close their ass. That's not the same. Hey, it's not the same thing. Hey, I'm going to put them in front of a briefing and see if they can't figure out how to buy product and come in at the top package. It's like, no, that's a sales pitch, brother. That's a hype sales pitch. There's a different way of talking to people, inspire them to go, oh my God, to get them to have, I know all of you have had this happen in your life, where someone says something and inspires you so much that it changes your paradigm and gets you to believe in yourself. So when my mentor said, Robert, go get this book and read it and then call me back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what do you think he asked me when I called him back? Did you learn anything? No. What is your best part? No. Robert, yeah. What's wrong? You told me to call you. Tell me what's going on right now. I know I'm a miracle now. I know that I'm a miracle. And I know that I'm going to help a lot of people. That's what I know. Did it tell you to do anything in the book? Yeah, it did. You going to do it? Yes, sir, I am. Thank you so much for sharing this book with me. I'll spend the rest of my life making people rag pickers, and I'll help the rest of my life. I'm going to teach people that they're miracles, that God created them to create and not to be a bystander in life. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach them that they're miracles and they can create miracles. Yeah. He goes, Robert, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. And it was that shift in my consciousness, that shift in my belief of me, that makes people want to get in business with me. What makes people want to get in business with you? I know we're all muted, but man, the energy felt like it got quiet right there. Why would somebody want to be in business with you? Since I brought it up, you know, my mentor made me discover. Even though I was a miracle and I believed it and read it every night, I knew that I needed to get people in front of the person that made me feel like this. Because I didn't know how to do it yet. So if I knew if I put people in front of his video, and then after the video got done, I looked at them and they were like, dude, man, like what? I think I could do this. I know, right? You guys, I had people that came up to me after presentations of watching that video. And they go, I don't understand a freaking thing, but we're going to crush this. I don't understand the product. I don't understand. I never heard of a compensation plan. I just know what? What do you know? Man, I feel different watching this video. I feel different watching this video. I want to be a part of this movement. I want to be a part of something that changes people's lives. I'm going, man, this is awesome, isn't it? Yeah. And they would say, what do I do next? Tell me what I do next. One, become an affiliate. It's free. Two, what's things that you want? Tell me the visions of things that you want to rationalize. What's your magic number? What kind of income could you make that you couldn't wait to stuff it down everyone's freaking face? You guys want to hear how much my mentor motivated me? He said, Robert, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to say that you're an idiot and this is stupid. You know what we're going to do with those people? I said, what? He says, you're going to go buy a bunch of get well cards. And we're going to take copies of your check, color copy of your checks, and we're going to put them in the get well cards, and we're going to mail them all to them. He says, make sure that everyone that tells you no, make sure to get their fax machine number. And he goes, all the people that laugh at you and all the people that said that you're not going to do this and this doesn't work. He says, we're going to every day stuff this down their throat. Do you think he knew how to talk to me? Do you think that I sent copies of my checks to people? Hell yeah. I didn't know at that time that I pretty much burnt the bridge. You know what I'm talking about? You know, Wanda says, this is stupid. I don't think it works. And then all of a sudden she gets a get well card and opens it up and it's a copy of my check. Get well soon, Wanda. Now she wasn't calling me, oh, Robert, now I'll get in business with you. So would I advise that? No, I would not advise that today, because today we got a thing called social media. And so even though they're haters and they're trolls, they're watching your Facebook. And your Facebook should show you and your family having the time of their life all over the world. They should see a short video of you giving someone you love a car of their dreams with a red bow on it. Just stuff like that seems to work a little better, right? So, boy, Bill, that was a long answer, wasn't it? So are you guys telling that I'm coming from another place of emotion instead of just teaching you? Yeah, I will get in, and I owe a lot of this to Matthew, my son. A lot of this. You know, if you don't want to be a leader, then you got to be a follower. Some people don't want to be a follower. Someone doesn't want to give praise and recognition to somebody else that can inspire your people. So that's what I did for my first year and a half. It worked pretty good. I don't know. All I know is you got to listen to this guy. He's freaking great. I'm learning from the same guy. Isn't it great that you could actually learn from someone that already knows how to do it, that's already helped people? I haven't done jack. Just listen to him. Okay. Thank you, Bill. Craig, back to you. What happened?
Thank you. Needed to be unmuted because now I'm on my new computer. And if you can make me a co-host, then we will be on our way like normal every week.
What is the magic word?
Please. That's the closest I can get to Roger Rabbit.
No, that was on the money, man. That was on the money.
Thank you. And thank you, Robert. Thank you so much, Bill. Wow, what a way to get this AMA started. Got a lot of people here with questions and with their hands raised. I think we're going to go to John Tier next, and then I got a question from Danielle Vetter. Thank you, Danielle. And Deborah Bronner, you'll be coming up shortly along with Kai and Faith. I saw your question. So we got some people here that are ready to share with you even more, Robert, after that. So, Bill, thanks for kicking it off. John Tier, all right, dude, let's do it.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, John, Robert, how are you, man?
I'm all right, man. Wow. That was some opener for sure, you know. You kind of made me think about something, you know, why other people are trying to do other stuff, because I had a scripture actually kind of, narrow is the way. That's why.
This is the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah. If I didn't leave a bunch of people that are successful, then this wouldn't be the way.
Okay. Right. And so you know, in all of that, just near the end, you kind of answered a question I had, you know.
Okay. Please ask it again anyway.
Okay. Well, you know, lately I've been thinking a lot about the impression of increase, and so it seems like Facebook has changed a little bit, where they're focusing more on having followers than actually friends.
Yeah.
And so I noticed that on my Facebook quite a bit. But the question I really had was, you know, how can we give the impression of increase on our Facebook page when somebody comes to visit? You know, when somebody looks you up, they'll go in and try and figure out, you know, who you are. And I know, like for you, Robert, when they go to you, they can go to roberthollis.com, and you know, you have all this documentation and stuff. And so how does your average person, how can we have our Facebook kind of reflect the impression of increase?
Yeah,
And
I
so,
would say, I would honestly say that I would venture to say, John, that a lot of people don't go down far in my stuff on YouTube. Just let's all be bold and say how you do this. When I click on somebody's profile, say they left me a message or I found them on a page or whatever. When I click on them, I'm really only looking at a couple of things pretty quick. One is their cover photo. Two is their profile picture. And then three, I start scrolling down a little bit on their feed.
right.
And man, the first 4 or 5 posts can tell me immediately where they are. Right. And so because they're really, really sharing what's on their mind. Right. So if all of a sudden I see shares of positive stuff, I see they posted some stuff. The stuff that they're usually posting usually has to do with them doing some things with their family. So Terry's profile is way different than mine because I made her think about it. So you go there and you see a picture of one of our dogs that are no longer with us, Bo. You see her holding 2 puppies. If you scroll through her posts, not much, but the little bit of the day. And then every once in a while, you'll see something where you're just going, whoa, she's got a sense of humor. and that's what you see. And so, yeah, because you want people to succeed in this business, John, without having a website. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say, and maybe that's something that we all could do with each other. We're all in a group. We all hang out with each other. Maybe reach out to some people and say, listen, can you just glance at my Facebook profile and just tell me what your first feelings are?
Yeah.
Now, me, I've told people reach out to me, John, and I tell them, I say, listen, my Facebook profile is really, truly to inspire people. And my goal is one day to have 5,000 Facebook friends that are all in business with me. So I know it's going to sound weird, but sooner than later, I'm going to have to start unfriending some friends and relatives. I love them, but hey. Yeah, because I have some friends and relatives like you guys do, and maybe some coworkers that for whatever reason at this time in their life, they're not on the same page as I am. So, it's like, there you go. So did that help?
Yeah.
And let me say something quick to you too, John, because I know you'll really love this. If I could force you guys to do anything, force you, I would want you to come on a Zoom and share with the rest of the people that are on the Zoom your perfect day. And it wouldn't be, did you guys notice I posted a post that said, when you can stop lying and stop exaggerating and do all this hype and BS just for likes? You know what I mean? If you can start being raw and transparent, I'm telling you guys, the people that are going to own this world in the next year, 2 years and beyond are people that are raw, straight to the point, just transparent and willing to share all of them. There was a person that reached out to me, John, and said, man, when you told me that you constantly go from building a large group of people that are changing their buying power and bringing together a group of people that can take a giant wealth transfer from the big box stores and Amazon to us. They don't need all the money. We can make that motion happen. You know what I mean? And he goes, when you made that shift, and I think that you reached out to me too and said that when that little shift happened, now all of a sudden you're not asking people to buy stuff. You're saying just switch your buying power to better quality products. Take just a little bit of money from them and switch it over here. And then once you love the products, then do that again. You know, help other people get that same shift. Or send them a video and let me give them a shift. So yeah, John, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
One more quick thing.
sure.
Should we still have our enrollment website on our Facebook, or should there
Yeah.
be something else? Okay.
Yeah, you guys will notice I got on Terry's in mind, you know, make a brief, you guys, after I did that affiliate, I don't know how many of you like that affiliate video, that I'm going to start slapping people into paradigm shift like it's going out of style. My first 5 years in this company, I was just like, let and live, whatever. Let them do, let everyone do whatever. I know this is going to sound like a bold statement. It will take me less than 2 years to have the tail wagging the dog over here. I'll have 90% of MDC affiliates in my organization. It'll take me
I believe that.
It'll take me less than 2 years. And because the other groups are not going to be able to keep up. They're not, and I'm not doing it for any other reason, but I need to help a lot of people. I'm not doing it to hit master. I'm not doing it to set a record. I'm not doing it to get trophies. There's a lot of people hurting right now. And I know how to help them. And it's not by selling them stuff or getting them to buy stuff. It's about getting them to see a vision of how they can create their vision, you know, how to make that happen. So,
Robert, now that you said that, how do you initiate that when you are, or do you initiate that when you're doing an invite? How do you convey that? I mean, because I hear things in my head that I could say that can convey that, you know, in the invite, but how would you do that? Because you're so very passionate about it.
yeah.
You know, after you got, you know, a person you got on the Zoom, yeah, but how do we convey that same passion like in the invite? Because I'm really tempted to like share some of that in an invite. So
what I did is I just always was sharing my mentor story with somebody. So the passion came from that I was a follower of this guy's vision.
Okay.
And so they're looking for other followers. What's the benefits of being a follower? Not working for anybody ever again. Having freedom. So until you become a leader, it's great to be a follower first. And I think I shared with you guys, you know, I did a video right before I got this plaque. Was the first time I ever did a testimonial on stage. And this plaque is the same as a super affiliate. This plaque is the same as super affiliate. And 2 different companies. So it's like, it's like I'm telling people, listen, I'm part of this deal. You know what I mean? And for a lack of better words, we're all a team. Vision inspires success in others now. And I'm part of the vision of creating this for millions and millions of people. So I can get passionate telling somebody else's story until I got my own. But believe it or not, you guys realize that it can skip. It skipped for me. I was telling my mentor story, and then I was telling my downline story.
I get that.
I got to skip my story. It was pretty good. So I guess that's still a lot of self-confidence, belief in myself, John, that it was easier. I was excited to tell my downline stories. I still am. So thank you, John. Thank you for pulling that out of me. Bill, thank you for pulling that out of me. You guys You guys know where I'm floating, where I'm floating. You guys are just allowing me to pull some stuff out of that ether there. I love you guys. I appreciate it, John.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you.
You bet.
Thank you, John. And by the way, for anybody who wants to know, Robert, and I remember you telling us this before in another company, you said nothing. You weren't the deal for 18 months.
Yeah. Craig, the only reason that you see me the deal in another company is because the people that I was promoting didn't have a story. It's like, hey, this guy did something. He was a one-hit wonder, and now he's the CEO of the company. And so everyone would go, hey, don't let that guy on stage. So how did I start this AMA? Then if it needs to be done, then I'm elected. And if you guys went online and put in Robert Hollis, Gano Excel presentation, you'd find it. And you'll notice that the first part of my presentation is me talking about my mentors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so, all right, so now I can stand in front of the room and say what I've done. I'd rather not. So thank you, Craig.
Thank you. And thank you for everything that you do, all that you give, and all of the guidance that you share with each and every one of us. It is amazing. All right, let's move on. We got questions, and even a couple of questions. Okay. Danielle Vetter has this question.
Okay.
I've had a bad habit since probably high school of waking up and saying I'm tired. What would be the best way to change that thought? I verbalize it, but should I be writing it out daily as well?
What she has to do is she has to find, if me and her were driving in a car, and all of a sudden she, on the radio, came her very, very best song. Okay. She might make some body movement. So we're just driving along and talking, and then all of a sudden she goes, oh my God, I love this song. Okay, that's not, I'm tired. All right. So I have a playlist of songs on my phone. And when I get up in the morning after I do my 6-phase meditation, if you guys knew some of the songs that were on my playlist, you'd probably go, really? But there's songs that mean a lot to me. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this song by England Dan, and John Fogerty, Love is the Answer.
England Dan and John Ford Coley, yes.
Yes. So if you guys are seeing this right now, Show Me the Way by Styx. Daydream, I posted that the other day, or quite a few months ago. Say Amen. You guys want to talk about making dreams happen? This silly song, Baby Come Back by Player, was a song that I listened to every day before I got my girlfriend back. That's now my wife for 40 years. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. So, I like listening to songs like that, and Say Amen by Howard Hewitt. Some of the new songs that you see at the bottom there is, you know, that song Ocean with that, you know, it's, I posted that as well, but it's, you can take screenshots of it. But the answer to her question is, I'm not perfect. I'm not jacked out of my mind all the time, but I get up in the morning, I listen to 6-phase meditation, and then I listen to those songs. And those are the songs that are earworms for me, that play in my head all day long. Love is the answer. Shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all. Set us free. Love is the answer. So, Danielle, how to break that pattern, how to break it. Get a list of songs that are your favorite songs. I love that stick song. Show me the way. I mean, when you hear them play it on YouTube after one of their band members died. Yeah. It's like, take me to the stream, take me to the river and get rid of my illusions. Take me to the top of the mountain, get rid of my confusion, my illusions. Show me the way. So, Danielle said, thank you. So, if you guys know my morning routine, I want to share with you guys more than ever in these new videos that I'm going to be moving forward, is I need you to tell you what's going through my head so you don't feel like a retard. So you don't feel like an idiot. So you don't feel stupid. You're going to go, oh, Robert feels the same way. I get up in the morning and I do this. I get up in the morning and I go, I don't have to meditate. It's the first damn thing that comes in my head. No, get up, get on your knees and pray. Now, I'm just telling you guys this. My prayer is me being grateful to my Creator. Everything that I can rattle off as fast as I could do it, including the Lord's Prayer, is less than 5 minutes. A lot of people go, I don't know what to pray. It's written in the Bible. God was asked 1 million questions. Jesus was asked 1 million questions. He answered 2. Some people are saying, how do you pray? Oh, you pray. Father who art in heaven, how will be thy name? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give me this day my daily bread, and forgive me for my trespasses, as I forgive those that trespass against me. And lead me not into evil, so I won't hurt myself and others. So that was a combination of the Lord's Prayer and the Prayer of Jabez. And I just add stuff to that. So people go, I don't know what to say. Now you know what to say. Some of you are like, that sounds too religious to me. That sounds like too much God stuff. And I know there's a lot of people with different religions. Just pray to something that's more powerful than you. Doesn't have to have a name. I believe religions were started because people needed to label stuff. Right? There, I'll leave that alone.
Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate
Man, where
the
am I
question.
today, man? I got up and I was tapped in, tuned on, tuned in, turned on. Who would say something stupid like that? I don't know. Abraham Hicks or something like that. Anyway.
Documentation
Yeah.
beats conversation, and success leaves clues. That's it in a nutshell.
Thank you, Danielle.
All right. I see we have Deborah Bronner, Faith Castew's question, and Kai. You guys are coming up. Right now, we're going to go to Deborah Bronner. Deborah, go ahead, open up, and please share. Thank you.
Hi, Robert and Craig and everyone.
Hi,
Can you hear
Deborah.
me?
How are you?
I am so inspired. Robert, oh my gosh, the best thing about you ever, all 5 years I've known you, is that you do care. You do love us and want us to succeed.
I love you so much.
My medical, I don't post. I withdrew from Facebook a few years ago. I didn't want to be Debbie Downer to all my friends about my medical, so I didn't say anything.
Sure.
So last week I was so inspired. I got back on with you thanks to Melody being with me. Melody Riba. Gosh, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
Just as awesome as you. about caring. She knew I climbed into this dark hole when my medical stuff got worse, and it seemed that I couldn't figure out how to get out. So now, after tuning in last week, I feel like I climbed out of the hole,
Yay!
that I'm a seed growing into a tree. She has taught me how doing this business, whatever medical, whatever comes my way, circumstances, what way circumstances that change, if I had, I don't want to say money, if I started the business, she would say, you know what to do. And I did know what to do. But I mean, I've got to say, when you first started this call today, you touched on something that really clicked in me: worthiness. Even though I may have known the steps and what to do, I didn't feel worthy.
Yeah.
And that is, it's so hard for me to overcome that still. And last week I can't seem to voice text you on Messenger. So I even sent you a picture of my grandma accidentally. I wanted to tell you how good it feels to be back, to feel a part of a community,
Yeah.
that are all inspired by you. I'm
you.
excited because you shared about the snippets of paradigm shift videos, and I can't wait to watch all those and absorb them.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited because Melody learned from you, because you're the best.
Thank
And
you.
that she has stayed on the phone with me every single day. And I've never had any, even boyfriends, men, nobody's ever done that for me, because I've been in my house that long, not walking, and she knows all that. So I just wanted to tune in, tell you, thank you. Thank you for believing in me before I have, and for being here and responding back to me last week, even though I didn't get the message right. I don't know. I can send them to other people. So, God, I'm now even today going to update my Facebook stuff, my page, my profile that I haven't done in 4 years. And yeah, gosh, I'm inspired. But it's about taking action now.
I love and appreciate you so much. And Melody is amazing. And let me tell you one thought that you could probably entertain when you don't feel like enough or you're not worthy is, don't forget, you probably remember the story I always say about, this guy that was a third generation pastor, and he died, and all of a sudden, he's not at the closest place to where the kingdom, the giant castle is, right? And he's going, I thought I did everything to get up there. And he goes, oh, someone up there. And he goes up there and he introduces him to the janitor. And that lady reminds me of you, Deborah, because she's the one behind the scene that prayed for his grandfather, and behind the scenes that prayed for his father, and then also prayed for him. And sometimes people forget that the importance of a messenger, so you are enough to give praise and recognition to somebody else, saying, listen, I just think you should plug into these people, be the messenger out there, because there's a lot of people out there that are having health issues and mental issues and stuff like that. And they can't BS you, Deborah.
Right.
See, they can't BS you.
Right.
And so, just like Melody, see, people are defenseless against Melody, because you reach out, you're going, oh, woe is me. And she's like she's,
look at me.
she's like a living greatest miracle in the world.
Absolutely.
She's like, oh, really? You're having a little bit of problems? Well, I can't see. At least you can see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People are like, what? and I just lost the love of my life. And I'm going through a lot of physical issues. It's like, they keep telling me all the time I'm not going to be here in 6 months to a year, but 6 months to a year from now, I'm still here, and they're telling me that I'm going to be gone in 6 months to a year. So it's very difficult, because Melody's been through this so many times that so you can't.
She's a walking inspiration. Yes.
Yeah. She's a walking miracle. And
Yes.
so when you know that you don't have the message for other people, did you guys notice that when Danielle asked what could she do when she gets up in the morning not to run that same track? Did you guys notice that I didn't say, well, listen, the first thing you need to do is listen to me. Why don't you put on an inspirational video of me? See, I didn't say that. I said, listen, I'm a messenger. Maybe you should listen to these guys. And if you guys really notice me, I got the books of the people that I follow always just around me. So I can tell people, listen, all I am is a seeker of knowledge. I'm just a seeker of wisdom. And if I want to know how to do something, then I find people that have already done it and I just follow what they do. I don't need to be this person that recreates stuff. Maybe that's exciting for other people. It's not exciting for me. Some of the videos that you guys see that are going to come out and where my inspiration comes from, Matt knows this about me, is like I'm immediately re-watching my mentor's videos. I go right back and watch. You guys could see me, at the age of 27 years old, sitting in a room with 25 people. And my mentor is doing a training that's in an inspiration that's in this book. Did you guys catch that? So he inspired me and made me believe that I could do it. So Deborah, always remember that if you're just the person that's connecting the people to the right people, be Jerry Maguire. Well, I don't know what the female version of Jerry Maguire is, but
Julie Maguire.
Yeah, but just consistently find people that are in need, that are looking for something better in their life, and connect them to people that have done it.
Yeah.
Just that simple. So I know you've done that in the past. I enjoyed you sending those pictures with me, of you and Johnny Carson and you and with all those incredible, legends of the Hollywood world. That was really, really cool. So if you guys didn't know this, Deborah was a camera woman. So tell people quick what your career was.
I was an NBC network, a second woman studio field camera engineer. I was hired from down here in San Diego, where I had my degree in telecommunications and film. I worked 5 years down here. They called me to go to the network for the Moscow Olympics in 1980. America boycotted those Olympics, so they went on and sent me on Super Bowls, baseball, golf, all the sports, and then did Days of Our Lives, got nominated for an Emmy for the soap opera, got an Emmy for Johnny Carson's last show, and also Jay Leno, got all that. But that's just like you say, those are just symbols. It's the feeling that you get.
How many of you guys right now, put in the chat or raise your hands, how many people right now are going, holy cow, man, she is just amazing. So
yeah, so thank you for that, Robert. But
no
buts. Yes,
no buts.
I have to know today that I not only am capable, that you and Melody believe in me. And more importantly, Jesus, that's just my thing. Yeah. When I pray, God kind of says, I got your back, Deborah. And that is really.
Think about this. You at one time in your life touched hundreds and hundreds of millions of people.
Yes.
by being behind the camera and simply getting them to focus on the star that was in front of it. Whether it was an athlete, whether it was Johnny, whether it was Jay Leno, you were a person sitting behind a camera, making sure that people got a focused view of the person that was giving the message.
And the live shot to the world when the space shuttle landed in Edwards Air Force Base. What a thrill it was to know I was live to the world, all the people in the world, my camera. Those kind of things I've buried, and pulling them back up just now just inspires me. If I could do maybe I'm not too old.
No, you're not. You still have a message that you need to share with others.
Yes, and I was good at that until I let this medical crap interfere with my thinking. So I've seen now in the last week from you that that's just something that's been a major distraction.
Yeah.
I have now learned to keep my TV off all day as a distraction it was when I'm trying to accomplish things. And I'm starting to get my self-confidence back. And what you just said helped a million times more than I could.
You know, I'm recording this. You know, I'm recording this, Deborah.
Oh, that's right.
Whenever
I should listen again.
Yeah, whenever you're feeling down on yourself, go back and listen to how much, because you'll get to see when I asked everybody to raise their hands or give a post. You know, there's a lot of people, Deborah, including me and Melody and Craig and my son, Matthew. There's a lot of people on here that love you and believe in you and know that you can do anything that you put your mind to.
My mind's got to be put to it. I know, it's funny when you said all that. What my friends tell me that are not with us yet, I mean, on calls, I ran my own Bible study in my senior building for 2 years, and that my friends tell me how I inspire other women and just build them up.
You're inspiring. You're inspiring to me.
Well, I need to be inspiring to me.
Hey, listen really closely what you just said, Deborah. You know how we get inspired? By telling somebody else's inspiring story.
Oh, yes, like when I tell yours.
Okay.
Melodies, yes.
If people would just allow me without being sacrilegious, if every one of you would just listen, that there's billions of people that are part of all different religions because people are incredibly passionate storytellers. Hey, let me tell you about this guy. He's down in the synagogue, and you know, he's saying that we all can be great and that we have a father that loves us. And it's like, you got to go see this guy. And you get to him and he's going, listen, I'm nothing. You should listen to my father.
But I also want to thank you for that. I want to say what I like that you said today was about your idea of the Zoom call when you connect more with somebody, doing it before the video. That really, really touched me. That would be good for me because I love the products. I love them. I spend like $300 at least every month, whatever I can, buying products, especially relief cream. And so. I had a block about doing things on Messenger. Because I was off Facebook for so long. So I would rather connect like on the telephone first. I didn't tell him. But this idea
if that's the way you want to do it, do it.
Is that okay? Way. Just to get
reacquainted. How's your family? Maybe connect with them on telephone, and then from there ask them if they would love to do a video conference and just sit down and connect with them for real.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. So and here's the deal. The worst thing that I would say that you guys should do in a connection, if your goal is to connect with somebody and get them on Zoom right away, the very first thing I would say to them is listen, tell me what's going on. You know, and I would say, have you heard of this book? Have you heard of the science of getting rich? You know, there's some things that I'm learning from people that have helped more people than me. And I would like, so I guarantee you, anybody that's at the right place at the right time that reads this book or goes through the chapter 4, 14, and 7 of the science of getting rich, I'm telling you, that if the right person at the right time, you will alter and change their life forever, Deborah. You know, Melody gives me a lot of credit. A lot of people give me a lot of credit. They don't realize that they give me credit because I gave them assignments that my mentor gave them that gave me that changed my life forever. You see what I mean? So
yes,
we
and
love
you've
being
given me
connected.
permission to
Yes.
call people first. That's exciting. I'm going to start doing that right away. I miss my people. I love people. I
I love
really
people
do.
too. I love people too. So Deborah,
So
I
I'm
love you. You're the best.
happier now. Thank you so much for caring and loving us.
I will.
Yes. I mean, God, I want to give you, here it goes, big hug.
I'm giving you the hug back. I'm giving you the hug back.
God bless you. Thank you for
God
what you
bless you. I
do.
love you.
Thank you for helping me. Thank you.
Bet.
Deborah, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing. Wow. Wow.
Craig, before you guys get going, do you guys notice sometimes that the people that come up on here every once in a while, I haven't seen Deborah in a while. Do you guys find it surprising that these people have known me for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? You know, that's the kind of following you want. And Deborah, let me, I'll mute you. I got just a couple of quick questions for you, Deborah.
Yep.
Okay. Have I ever sent you a message asking you to buy product this month?
Never.
Have I ever sent you a message asking you why you wasn't 1K?
No. No.
Have I ever reached out to you and asked you why you're not putting people in the business?
No. Never.
Because I love you. You don't need
I
to
thought I was wasting your time being on calls. That's how far down I went.
No.
And now I know I need you in my life as much as I can possibly absorb from you and learn from you. And you always deliver messages with love.
So did you guys hear that, Deborah, when did you first get involved with me in anything?
Before, through somebody else, before we went, Melody sent the message about Josh and Jenna to get on that Zoom and learn about this company. So it was before that. So yeah.
Was it Gano Excel?
No.
It wasn't.
It was just, it was like 6 months before this person that turned out to be my uplink, which was horrible. And yeah, I'm so glad that I'm focused on you. But Melody sent that link about Josh and Jenna, and that's the first time I can remember being with you entirely going forward.
So does that mean that you pretty much on a monthly basis have been buying product for 5 years because I'm your friend?
No, it's because I love the product.
Did you guys hear
they
that?
help me.
All right, Deborah, thank you for answering those questions. I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
So how many of you have been part of companies where you definitely get calls on a monthly basis of whether or not you're qualifying, whether or not you're binary qualified, whether you're getting a bonus pool? You know, why aren't you doing anything? I don't know. Whoever wants to do business that way. I just like having people around me for 30 years. So I plan, is that Monty's wife? Is that the boss? It was Monty the boss. This is the real boss right here. That's great. Okay, back to you. Back to you, Craig.
Thank you so much. And Deborah, thank you so much for sharing with us. We appreciate it very much. Question which kind of follows with what was said asked earlier or shared earlier, and what Deborah had kind of shared. This comes from Faith. I would like to connect with someone. I would like to connect someone with you, Robert. So when I find my people and they create a free account, is a three-way chat on Messenger still good, or
Yes.
Zooms?
Yes. Is Vernay still on here? Yeah, I was just saying. Yes.
I think we lost Vernay, but
That's okay. Yeah, just recently, Vernay introduced someone to my Steps to Success video. They created an affiliate account right away. Then she reached out to me and asked me, can I introduce them to you on group chat? You know, don't have to give me any praise and recognition. All you got to say is, hey, you know, this is Rochelle. And she just became a new affiliate. This is Robert. Robert, this is Rochelle. And I'll just jump in there and say, hi, Rochelle, welcome to the company. I'm looking forward to helping you, and congrats. And if there's any questions, I can handle them here. And if you want to, we can set a time all together to jump on a Zoom here, and we'll jump on a Zoom. Absolutely. I do Zooms all day, every day. So you don't have to worry about trying to be the between person between that person and setting up a time to get on Zoom if we're all in the same group chat, right? So then I could just say, hey, we work out time zones. It's always fun. I said fun. I was going to say challenging, but it's fun when you're trying to hook up someone that hooked me up on a Zoom that's Australia, and they have someone in Germany. That's like a 2-hour window that we can do that call, because they're in Monday, and those people are 9 hours ahead of us. So it's but hey, we still pull it off.
All right. Well, Faith, thank you. And I agree with what Katie says, Katie Saunders in the Facebook chat. He will respond as soon as possible, always a professional and helpful.
Well, thank you, Katie. Thank you very much. So is
All
that
right.
it?
We got one more.
Oh,
if
okay.
he is, his hand went down. I may have pressed that as incorrectly, but I'm going to ask Mr. Kai Au. Where are you, my friend? Are you going to share with us? Please open up and do so.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Can hear you perfectly, Kai. How are you, my friend?
Awesome. Thank you so much. I was actually this close to actually canceling this AMA session today because I was just going through some major emotional stuff for the past 48 hours. It was just root out, goodbye, next. And I was boiling down to the point where like some of the people were just going through insults about everything. And then when I logged, I said something in my back of my head. I was like, I should probably get on this AMA session just to clear my bloody brain out. You mentioned like the situation where telling people to fuck off, excuse my language, F off. And so like, why did I not do that to some of these people? These people have been throwing dirt on my face for the past 72 hours. Why am I not standing up for myself and believing in myself, not just the business, but just myself as an individual? So I was just
don't. I'm glad you asked me that, Kai. All I can say to you, my friend, is when you make a decision that goes against the grain, everything in the world comes out to make you get back in line. It's just the way it is. So we all hear the names of LeBron James, right? Can you imagine leaving a team and them going throughout all the skyscrapers to paint over your image, and then people are actually burning your jersey in the streets? So I always look at Kai as other people that have made decisions that they felt were best for them at the time, and how much resistance they get. It's like amazing. And so not, it's like I never said this in a long, time, Kai, but if you can go on YouTube and just put in mean tweets, Jimmy Kimmel has this little thing that he does where he brings the most famous people on the planet on his show and has them read tweets about themselves.
Oh yeah, yes, I actually watch those every once in a while.
And the only reason that I watch those is because they're a crack up for me. So I'm going to try to find something really quick for you guys. Hopefully, if Matt was on here, I probably could find it quicker. No, I found it. Okay. How would I do this? Let me share on screen here so you guys can see this. And tell me if Craig, is all you see is like a post on there?
Yeah, I see the post. It could be enlarged, but if you're going to read it, then I think that'll, there we go. Whoa. Back up.
No, we can see it. We can see it.
Back up a little bit. There, right there. Perfect.
Okay, so I did a YouTube video and this was the post I got. Listen, boomer, you're already taking enough of the country's wealth. Nobody needs another multi-level scheme selling glorified vitamins. Our economy is already flooded with MLM and other scams that create bubbles rather than real value. How many more vacations do you need to take while you watch this country burn? Try losing some weight. And by the way, there's no such thing as endless leads.
Wow. Really?
Hey, Kai, when I first read it, what do you think my first feelings were?
I'm afraid to answer that question.
See, the first thing I would have to say, Kai, the first thing I'd have to say to you is, are we talking about Robert 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Because depending on the Robert, and maybe some people will be freaked out about this, you know, all the different thoughts that I have in my mind, including different voices and personalities. Hi, I'm just like you. I'm just like you. Sometimes I read a comment like that and I want to find an internet expert so I can track this person down and go kick their ass. It's like, or maybe I can, you know, hire some people and they can internet bomb this person and destroy their computer. I'm telling you, we're all human beings. We are just human beings. Then all of a sudden it's like the Robert Hollis that just used to ignore it. And this is making me emotional again. This whole video is making me emotional. Then you got the Robert Hollis that can't wait to share it with everybody and laugh while they're reading it. Exactly the way the guys do on mean tweets. It's like, listen, you know, you look like a Cabbage Patch doll. You're like, what are you talking? What?
What's a Cabbage Patch? What's a Cabbage Patch?
Oh, a Cabbage Patch doll is you know, a big old stuffed fat, looks like a marshmallow man. You know what I mean? On Ghostbusters.
Okay. Never seen one.
Yeah,
You'll have to Google it.
Like a Michelin man. You know what I mean? It's like probably don't know what that is either.
Actually, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just bottom line, it's not complimentary at all. And so when I first got involved in this industry, I think I told you guys this story, and it, oh my God, I couldn't be more stuck on the ceiling than when I got involved in this industry 36 years ago. I stuck right to the ceiling. And I reached out to a friend of mine. I don't mind calling him out. You know, his name is Derry Nice. And the reason I reached out to him because he was my cousin that lived in California and he was going to USC for pre-law. All right. And so I reached out to Derry. He's older than me. And I said, listen, I'd like to share something with you. And he goes, no problem. And I shared with him exactly what was going on, right? And I wasn't listening to my mentor, and I told him all the story about how great this multi-level company was. And so he said to me, Kai, Robert, don't you understand that there's people that are professionally trained in California that take people's money like people like you? Because it's easy to take advantage of an auto mechanic that's dyslexic with no education. And I went home, it got in my head. I hadn't even hooked up the water filter yet. So I hook it up and I turn it on and I can hear air coming out of it. And I put my glass underneath it, Kai, and it filled that entire glass of water with black water.
I remember you telling me that story.
And I was like, oh my God, these people stole my money. I got into a scam. And what did I do? I immediately called my upline, told them I wanted my money back. I needed out of this stupid thing. I didn't think this was for me anyway. And he goes, Robert, didn't you flush it first? It says that in shipping, the granular activated carbon's moving around, and you got to let the water flush it out first. And I'm like, yeah. So Kai, I get when we seem to be most vulnerable and we seem to be down to our last nerve. I have no idea why the universe needs to see how far they can push us. And you know what? I now know why I brought that up to you. It's the universe, God, or whatever you want to believe, Buddha or whoever. They're pushing you hard so that you stop complaining and get pissed off and bury their ass. That's why I got pushed to no limits. I gave up. I surrendered. I asked for help. And when I got that door that opened up, I knocked everybody down as I was running through that door. So, yeah, maybe, and when I mean pissed off, I'm not saying being pissed off at them. It's just, again, just like we started this video, it was 100% realizing of me that one day, every one of these guys are going to feel, every one of these people are going to feel really, really, really stupid.
Amen to that.
And for me, I don't mind telling you that quick story. You probably heard it too. So it's funny. You always say one day I'm going to get big enough and strong enough where the people that picked on me, I'm going to beat their ass. You know that but all of a sudden when you get there, it's not that anymore. So one of all my family on that side, all of them, we all had a favorite uncle. And everyone knows who the favorite uncle was. And his name was Donnie. And he used to always giggle and he said, the Don. He always did it in, what is that, third or first person? He's going the Don, And everybody loved him because he was just a good frickin' person. He's one of the best people I've ever met. Well, unfortunately, he passed away. And so what I did is I decided to go to his funeral. And because he was the favorite uncle, everyone was there, Kai. I hadn't been home in 3, 4, maybe 5 years. And when I showed up for Don, my uncle's funeral, I was driving a $320,000 Rolls Royce. I could have flown there, but I decided to drive there. And the person that never was really a physical mom to me, she was my biological mom. It was fun when everybody came out and I didn't have to say anything. And I'm opening up the doors, they're suicide doors, and I'm opening them up. And my mom's getting in, and we're going over to the place, where they're burying him at the graveyard. And I pulled up in that car, and didn't have to say nothing. And I had one smart aleck cousin that said to me, wow, how'd you get that? And I said, going door to door selling water filters. Because that's what my whole entire family still believes, Kai. They call me the Avon man. Ding, ding, Avon's here. They go, man, Robert Hollis, he makes a lot of money and he travels the world and he does all kinds of stuff, but he's in one of those pyramid things, you know, teaching people to knock on doors. So I would say to you, my friend, their opinions don't matter. What they think about you is none of your frickin' business. I don't know how you see their comments.
I try to contain myself 99.9% of the time, but yet today was just like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down the hammer because it was just too much. It's like it got to
kill him with kindness. Kill him with kindness, Kai. Do not give them a second of the day. Kill him with kindness and just prove to the world that you have a better way. So I love you, brother. I know you can do it, man. Did he freeze?
No, I'm here.
Okay. So I love you, brother.
Yeah, I'm just retrospecting the whole day, and it was like, wow. It was. I mean, it was boiled down to the ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
it always does.
I had to sit back and think, like, have I been too nice to all these people? I mean, I tried to say, okay, thank you, stay in touch, but some of these just like for the past couple of days were just like just slamming, like throwing stones at you.
Yeah, Kai, honestly, you don't know what's going on in their life. You know, so when people bully other kids, man, I'll tell you one other quick story before we go. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it shows this guy at like a city council or something. He's like at a city council. And this guy stands up and he says, hi, my legal name, I think this is it. He said, my legal name is Gary Gay. And he said, because of my legal name, he said, there wasn't a day in school that I didn't get bullied. And he says, you think that that's bad enough, but then one day, a couple of guys pulled me into the bathroom and slammed my head into the urinal. And it busted my lip, and they left me laying on the floor, all covered in urine. And then he said, Lance, you did that to me. And pointed at the guy that was the head of the council.
Oops.
And the next thing you've seen is a video that happened a little later of him resigning. And it's like, we never know when karma's gonna turn around, but it's like, it couldn't have happened better when this guy's already a pillar of the community, probably was a football player or a track star. He's a business owner. He works himself up to the city council, to the head of the city council, to have this person that he bullied show up and ruin his freaking career.
That is karma. I was actually the bullied, not just in school, but also by everybody in my family.
Yeah. So your time's coming, my friend. Don't hang around people like us that believe in you and love you and appreciate you. You know, be a part of this group and let's prove them all wrong.
I so wish that majority of my team would actually hang out with you as well, but I'm here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I do what I'm doing. Your job is not to disrupt their journey. Your job is to find people that are looking for Yoda. So the people that are Jedis are looking for Yoda. The other people already know everything. They're not looking for Yoda. The only way I can make the impact that I'm going to make is every day I'm consistently looking for new people that are begging for a way out. When I do a Facebook Live and you tag everyone in that group that don't watch it, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Go find other people that are looking for the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are spending way too much time trying to get people to change their journey. Kai, their journey is their journey. It doesn't mean that they're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that they should be doing this other than what they're doing. It's just they're the wrong people at the wrong time. Just that simple. So don't be mad that they're not plugging in. Don't be upset that they're not watching what they should do. Go find people with the new enthusiasm, the new excitement that you have, and go find new people to listen to the message. The only way that you can, yeah, Kai, to this date, 36 years of doing this, there's only one way to motivate people if they can be motivated. And that's by you taking someone in your group that's brand new and getting them to 1K, getting them to 5K, getting them to 10K. And then they're all going to reach out to you and go, who the hell's that? Oh, that's a person that actually listens.
Oh, funny you mentioned that because I actually finished reading that chapter in this book.
What is that book?
Momentum Makers.
Never heard of it.
Got it from Aaron Parker.
How's that working?
Not too bad.
Ow!
Inspiration. Yeah. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
Why?
I
Why?
like your book much more, to be honest.
Why? Everybody's not worried about hurting other people's feelings while they're struggling. That is just freaking nonsense. You know why I'm successful, Kai? I hung around two people that every time I opened my mouth, they would say, show me your stack. What? Show me your stack. Stack. Yeah, show me your back office. Show me what you have in the bank. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. Shut up. Because if I listen to you, I'm going to get your lifestyle. If you spent your entire life plugging into 400 people, I would change that, my friend. You become a black belt by finding an art that you like, finding a sensei and a master, and freaking go to work. Feel familiar to what happened to Bill a few weeks ago? It's like, why won't these people show you their back office, Kai? There's certain individuals, and I won't mention names. If you could see their back office, you'd never talk to them again. You'd want to go to them and kick their ass for freaking distracting you for so many years. I'm not going to read a book about something that has nothing to do with me helping other people get results in this industry. Not interested. Tony Robbins tried to start a network marketing company, failed. Donald Trump tried to start a network marketing company, failed. Robert Kiyosaki tried to start a network marketing company, failed. Zig Ziglar tried to start a network marketing company, failed. There. So the reason I'm so passionate, Kai, is you just held a book up saying that someone else told you to read that book, and everybody's going, what's that book? What's that book? What? Can you hold it up again? Can I get the title of that book? Another distraction. Has the author of that book helped 66 people make over $1 million in this industry? The people that are successful in this world, find a mentor, lock in, and do it. So it'd be like you, Kai, saying, hey, I plug in every week to Tom Brady's coaching webinar on how to be the best quarterback ever. And then during that, he calls on you, Kai, and you go, hey, have you heard of Greg Ellickson? Greg Ellickson. Who's Greg Ellickson? Yeah, I was talking to another quarterback. Of course, he's never won a Super Bowl, but he was telling me that I should, read Greg's book. Why do these people every week have someone new that they're promoting? Are they that disillusioned? And I'm talking all the way to the top of the company. Listen to this person. Listen to this person. Read this book. Read this. And everyone in the company is just 1,000% confused and overwhelmed, and they do nothing. And when they make money, they get out of the company and they jump into another company. Why would they do that? Because there's a single focus in that company. There's a leader in that company. There's documentation in that company. Man, it's easy to pick off people that are distracted by 1 million people. Those people are easy because they have no results. They didn't get paid last Thursday. Those people I could recruit all day long, Kaya. Okay, I'm done. Kai, if it's not me, please find one mentor and stop posting about everybody else. Find a mentor, find a sensei that will show you their back office, that will show you other people. I love walking into my back office and saying, hey, you guys want to see how many 1Ks I got from all over the world? You guys want to see something, or we're going to close this out? Reports, new rank. Okay. If people don't want to show you the a little amount of money they're making, oh my God, it's sort of like, the one-hit wonders that, hey, built a group one time and now they're trainers. Yeah, I think you guys already got it. Check this out. These are the people last month that qualified. Look at the 1Ks. Here's one in Hungary, another one in Hungary, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Czech Republic, Kyrgyzstan, there you go, Taiwan. Kai, tell people if they don't want to, they won't show you their income, Can you say, send me a screenshot of all the people that ranked up in your group last month? Have the courage to stand up for yourself. That's how this whole conversation started with you.
You're right.
Stand up for yourself and say, listen, I want to hit 1K, 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K. And I need to start listening to people that are consistently on a monthly basis breaking people at those ranks. You know why I have people all over the world breaking 1K? Because people that are close in the United States won't listen to me. So F them. I'll go find people that just have internet access and build an organization with them in their country because they want to make money. They want to make a difference for their people. A lot of people in the United States just have an ego. They don't want to listen to anybody. They know everything and they think they got everything going on. Well, great. Then show me how many people you help get to a rank. You know what would happen if I went back every single month since the 5 years I've been in here. There, I'll leave it as that. Love you, Kai.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Don't let these people, I believe in you, man. I believe in you. You know I believe in you. The only time we don't talk is when you're not talking to me. Because if you reach out to you, if you reach out to me, I'm talking to you. But sometimes you guys know I'm not fun to talk to. Here's when you should be worried, Kai, Bill, everyone here. Here's when you should worry, is when I don't talk to you anymore. Because then I've really given up on hope for you. And so far in 36 years, especially being on social media, I think I know 2 people that I had to block because they went to the dark side. There's actually some idiots out there that think I don't know what I'm doing. He's old school. I don't know. When you're watching Star Wars, they seem to all go to the old people.
I think I know who you're talking.
Yeah, isn't that funny? It's like we don't watch Star Wars or Mandalorian or any one of these hero juries. You guys think about this? I never thought about this. Guy, thanks for pulling this out of me. Here's the hero's journey. The guy knows that he's not like everybody else. She doesn't know she's like anybody else. She knows she's different. And no one around her understands. No one around him understands. So I know I'm not like anybody else, so I need to find a mentor. Let me see if I can find the youngest person I can find. No, Kai, it's the wise man. It's the wise man, the master. In every hero's journey, they got to seek and look for the person that has wisdom, that has done it. Isn't that crazy? It's only in this industry, on social media, where everyone's a coach. Everyone's a life coach. Everyone knows how to do this business. Everyone knows how to do social media. Here should be the only question that you guys should ask. Can you introduce me to somebody that I can talk to on social media or jump on a Zoom with, where that person will give you all the credit for their success of where they are? Give me one person. If you're a life coach, can you give me one? Is there like a video? Do you have a website? You know, do you got a website where you got some people that actually have done videos that actually say you're the reason they're making a full-time income? That shouldn't be that hard to produce, right, Kai? Don't share someone with me that was on your YouTube channel, that was a testimonial that's in another company because they left your leadership. Yeah, that's bizarre to me. It really, really is. So people are like, wow, did you hear that leader left? Did you hear that leader left? Did you hear that leader left? Can you guys come up with a couple of reasons why a leader would leave? Just think about that. First one is, were they really a leader? Were they really a leader? Do they have people underneath them that give them credit? Or can you find a bunch of people that they abandoned? Can you find a bunch of people that they were such a strict leader that a person didn't feel like they could grow under their leadership? I can't imagine asking you guys to put on your profile, Kai Al, Vision Team. No, I want Kai to be Kai. Why would I want you to use my name? I don't know, just a thought. So if all of a sudden you're in a group, and if you mess up in that group, you're kicked out or exiled, like, I don't know, don't get mad at me, you guys, like Scientology or Jehovah's Witnesses or something. And then you take all your mentorship and all your coaching and you close it down. You lock it down so nobody else can get in. What are you scared of? You scared of someone challenging you? You're scared of someone getting in and going, listen, that's bullshit. No, you don't want to create an atmosphere of people that can challenge you. But what do we see in every hero's journey, Kai? The student tests the mentor. Isn't it funny? In every hero's journey, the student goes, oh yeah, you're trying to hold me back? Maybe you're not all that. Okay, I tap out. I tap out. What was you saying? Just because you're a black belt don't mean that you know master stuff. So listen to this, Kai. It's like we all think that we know it all, but maybe if you took a bunch of water and poured it in a thimble, you know what a thimble is?
Yeah.
See, you fill up a thimble and the thimble looks like it's full. And so those people think they know everything. And if you don't believe it, just ask them. But if you took the thimble and you took that water and you poured it into a shot glass, it looks like a couple of drops. Because you can't comprehend what other people have done that actually achieved something. So then you can fill up the shot glass and now they feel like they know it all. But it's nothing compared to pouring it in a tumbler, an 8-ounce glass. Because an 8-ounce glass has 8 times more knowledge. So then you can fill up the glass and pour that into a bucket. Fill the bucket up, pour it in a swimming pool. Take a swimming pool and dump it into the ocean. It's all perspective. The difference between me and a lot of other leaders in the world is I know I don't know it all.
Which is why I stick with you.
So I'll keep going back to the ocean to polish my skills to get better. I'm not a master yet, but I definitely have documentation. I definitely know how to teach people that will listen, how to get results to change their lives. I do know how to do that. So if I have other so-called leaders in the world that are interviewing me on my YouTube channel, that says a lot. Just got a text message from Eric Worre. Hey, I just heard the other day what you've been doing. When are you going to be in Vegas? I go, why? What's going on? Hey, I'd love to have you on my podcast. Why would Eric Worre want me on a podcast? I don't know. The same reason he allowed me to speak on his stage and close out 2 of his events. Same reason I've been an anchor speaker at Association of Network Marketing Professionals twice. You get to do stuff like that when you're documented. You don't have to take pictures with people that are successful. They want to take pictures with you. I don't have to show all my pictures on social media of people that I'm standing next to. Look at, I'm here with another guy that one time was a one-hit wonder and now is a life coach. It's like, come on, man. Boy, Kai, I hope that you realize that everything you just pulled out of me is me wanting to be your bodyguard. The stuff that you said to me made me feel for you, and I want to fight for you. Because you're worth fighting for. So I love you, man. Don't let those people pick on you. Don't let them distract you. Let's go to work and outproduce them. I'd love to have a super affiliate and a master affiliate in each leg. Maybe you're that person in that leg.
I will be.
Okay, Craig, let's close it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you need a mentor.
Thank you, Craig.
And bless you, Robert, for being our mentor. Our GPS to success, as Melody likes to say. Thank you so very much.
Thanks.
Kai, we love you. We appreciate you. We really do, for helping us with this. This was an amazing AMA today. This is Ask Me Anything. This is why Robert does this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Danielle, this is the way. This is the way. And it's from love.
Craig, sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Renee's on here. Renee, I'm gonna unmute you. I just have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, first question is, where the hell were you when I called out your name?
I was resetting my internet.
I'm joking.
We had a bad windstorm last night, so my internet's going in and out all day.
Hey, I love you. Just here's the quick question. People want to know that if they follow the certain way and they get somebody to actually become a free affiliate, is it possible for them to connect them with me on a group chat and I will respond?
Yes.
And is it possible from that group chat that we would do a Zoom together?
All the time, yes.
And it works, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So let's get that last question out of their mind. Are you in my group, Renee?
I'm not.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. I was actually just typing because you were going. I said, thanks for taking me under your wing, even though I'm not even in your downline.
Yeah, we got a movement. If I gotta train a bunch of people that are not in my organization so we can touch millions of people. Yeah. I'm telling you, Josh created the vehicle. I don't know a better vehicle, and I know what he's planning in the future. I just don't want to be on my deathbed, 40 summers from now, wishing I talked to more people.
Yeah.
That's not going to be me. So I love and appreciate you, Craig. Back to you. Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vernay, as well, for sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. I I think we'll go ahead, just wrap it up, because what was said today on this AMA. It was amazing. For those of you who want, now there were a lot of things that were posted in the chat. If you're following on Facebook, it's right there when you watch the replay. For those of you that are following here on Zoom, very simple to download the links and the things that we shared in the chat, including some of those songs that Robert shared, which thank you very much for saying that, Robert, because I agree. Starting your day with a good song gets you motivated. It's very easy to do. Click on the 3 dots to the right in the To chat window, and then you'll click on Save Chat when that appears, and the info will download to your computer at the conclusion of this call. Bless you, Robert. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on this amazing Saturday and for being here with Robert. Before we also go, I also want to thank Matthew Hollis for being our foundation on this chat, on this service. Yes, Matthew, thank you so much. I also want to thank Bill Shoemaker, John Tier, Danielle Vetter, Deborah Bronner, Faith Castillo, and Kai Au for being participants, and also Vernay. Thank you so much for participating directly with Robert by asking questions and sharing. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please be good to yourself. Be cash. Bye-bye. And we're going to unmute everybody as we say so long.
Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Matthew.
Get it.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
Excellent
Craig.
job, Dad.
Hey,
Thank you so
everybody.
much, Craig, for
Thank
hosting.
you.
Amazing
Bye-bye.
job.
John.
Oh,
Thank you, Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Rochelle. Thanks,
Have a
Randy.
happy weekend, everybody.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Corky.
Thanks, Robert.
Hey, Mike. Thank you, Vernay, Kai,
Thank
author.
you so much, Robert.
Love you guys. Hi, Melody. Danielle, Dan, Paul,
Thank you,
Tima.
Robert. God bless.
God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.